Top ways to quickly boost your overall rating in Football Club Mobile 26. You already know that I recommend you watch the video until the end. Leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet. And I think that nowadays it's even easier to increase your team's overall rating in the game, of course, compared to previous seasons. And let's go with the first trick or tip I have for you. Number 1, avoid completely using players with an overall rating of 107, 108, or even, I dare say, players with a rating of 109. Avoid it completely now. But why am I telling you this? Well, honestly, it's really simple. Right now, the card with the highest overall rating is 113. Look, that's the highest average a player can have in this game. For example, my team only has players with an overall rating of 109 or higher. Well, except for this Fernandez, but he's going to leave as soon as I find a replacement for him. Because look, if your goal is to raise your overall rating as quickly as possible in Football Club Mobile, you have to forget about cards with less than 110 overall rating and start signing only cards with a high overall rating. That is, with a good average. I'll show you a common mistake beginners make in Football Club Mobile that even affects their team's overall rating. And it's this one. And it's that many people only have one formation, and in that formation, they start putting in a bunch of substitutes. Over here, look, I've only put in Rivaldo. As you can see, my overall dropped from 116 to 115. Removing him brings it back to 116. So what's up with this? What I'm trying to say is, please avoid using substitutes if what you want is to have a high overall. But watch out, don't get confused, pay attention to this. What I mean is that it's wrong to have only one team, I mean just one formation. And that you start adding a bunch of cards without thinking like, look, I'm going to fill them all up. Remember, you can only make 3 substitutions in Football Club Mobile, but I'm still adding several players. And see how just by adding a 4th one, when usually it's recommended to add 3, well, my overall has dropped. I mean, I know it's a mistake to use substitutes, but still, it's wrong to use 7 substitutes. Don't do it. What I can recommend is that please make an extra lineup. You go to team editing and then you go to lineups or formations. You're going to click here on what would be available lineup, and here is where it will automatically create another lineup for you. As you can see, you now have 2. One prioritizing the overall and another ready to use for Caracas. And here you can have any substitutes you want, but remember, don't do that in the main lineup. This is the best team in all of Football Club Mobile 26. And it has 119 overall. You might be wondering, how did they achieve that? Well, it's a bit strange. I'm going to explain it to you more than anything. The max overall is supposedly 118, but he has 119. How did he do that? He achieved this thanks to what would be the badges or the shields. Let's remember that these over here go on your team, and besides, they improve attributes and raise the overall. We have the one from the anniversary event. See, it says so right here. Its expiration, on January 1st, 2026, these badges will no longer be available. Look, they're going to expire in 80 days. So you have all this time to get them to level 3. So here, we'll once again use my team as an example. I have 2 badges, one at level 3 and the other at level 2. And see how my players' stats increase. This is also mainly reflected in the overall, which is why it's very important to have badges and at a good level. That's how you need to have your players trained in Football Club Mobile. Level 30 and also gold rank or max rank, but don't worry, if you can't get them to gold rank, don't worry, because this way of training your players is also perfectly fine. Let's remember that increasing ranking points, the ranks, will give us more overall, and I will always recommend that at the very least you have all your players at red rank. Here's my Luis Figo. And also now 30 training levels, because with this new Football Club update, you can do it now. What I definitely don't recommend you do is have your players in the purple rank or lower. Look, unfortunately, I still can't upgrade my Linkovic Savage to what would be the red rank. But once I have the resources, I'll definitely do it. But that doesn't stop me from having players in purple, blue, green rank, or even worse, with no rank at all. There are many ways to get chips to rank up your players. If you still have Machinanos left, you can exchange them and you'll get 100 chips. Or, even better, you go to player exchanges, then go to rank up and training. And over here, week after week, we're going to have this exchange. You can do this a total of 2 times every 7 days and you'll get 100 each time. So if you do it twice, that's 200 rank up points. These are the ones that help you rank up. Green to blue, blue to purple, purple to red, and red to gold. Pay attention. Deep Rivals is another effective way to get these tokens. Whether it's attack, head-to-head, face-to-face, or manager mode. Let me use manager mode as an example. I don't usually play this game mode that much. But over here in the rewards, we can see that they're still going to give me 100 rank up points. When I become football club champion, another 200, and that's how you keep ranking up. I mean, if you're in the lower divisions, well, look, you'll notice that they're going to give you more rank up points. This helps a lot. You need to have as many of these points as possible. And in events, it's also very common to get a large amount of these rank up points. Over here, if I'm not mistaken, in one of these, look here, we have 200 rank up points if you land on this spot. This is just the current example from the anniversary event, but as different events come out, there are always different ways to get these rank up points. But I don't pay for it. Game, how do I get high overall rating players? If I don't spend money on the game, if my luck is bad, what if I don't have coins? Honestly, that's very easy now. I'll quickly explain what the gallery is. In every event that has come out in Football Club Mobile, there are usually 4 weeks, and every week a bunch of players are released, which will be free. Once we gather the required number of fragments from the specific event that we've been asked for, as you can see here, I have 955 fragments, and with this, look, I completed. Players like Kevin De Bruyne, Jokeres, Diaz, Socrates, Puyol, these are high overall cards. If you still don't know how to get these fragments, it's really easy. Just pay attention. You go to exchange. After this, the item exchanges will show up here. And since the anniversary event is currently the main one in Football Club Mobile, well, this is the only thing available. Here you'll see the players you have available, so that basically you can exchange them for anniversary fragments, and those fragments can be traded for gallery players from the current event. Another way, and I think the most effective way to get fragments, and not many people will tell you this, you go into overtime, pay attention, then you wait for overtime to load. And I want you to go to events. From events, you're going to go to daily selections, guys. An exchange, that's awesome. It's not this one. It's not this one either, which costs a lot, and I've said it many times. It's not worth it, but it's this one. Fragment selection can be done 3 times, day after day, and look at the possible rewards. There aren't just players at 111 overall rating. There are also fragments. Guys, if you click on more information, you'll see the probabilities of getting these fragments here. 150 anniversary fragments, less than 1% probability. But I've gotten them like 3 times, and here are more fragments, guys. This exchange is the best in the whole game, and it's the one that has helped me get the best rewards in all of Football Club Mobile. My last tip, and I think the most important one, the packs, the gems. How do you save them? Guys, pay attention. And look, over here I have 24,000 gems. I don't know if you can see it, maybe not, but you'll be able to see it here. I have 24,500 gems. It's very important that you save your gems. Every time Football Club Mobile
releases them, gives them away.
With the new Football Club Mobile 26 update, you can now open packs that previously required Football Club points. And here you see a player with an overall from 110 to 113. I mean, very high ratings. The one I recommended to you at the beginning of this video for only 22,500 gems. Pay attention. The odds of pulling a 113 overall player from these packs are very high. So I think this is the best advice, the best trick I can give you. Save your gems, just avoid it completely. Opening this 3,000 pack isn't worth it. Today is about saving gems. Be patient and go for the high GRLs.